I love calligraphy because it is very human. I love that every stroke is an opportunity for the artist or for the scribe to create something very individual. I think that these days we've forgotten how much effort was put into every word that was in an old manuscript, and that calligraphy is a way to reclaim some of that history and to be able to better understand the ways that things were made historically.
I get to work with young people and it's so inspiring, and I love the interdisciplinary sort of things I get to do with graphic designers and medieval studies, fine artists, and even, people, football players. I get a whole range of people, and it's fun to watch how everybody gets together and use what I've got.
I love Cheryl so much. I think she has a really good sense of understanding that most of her calligraphy classes are designed for beginners or people who have never done calligraphy before. So there's a mix of graduate and undergraduate students. Having been in several of her classes, she's very encouraging. She'll always be very supportive of what you're doing. She's really good at finding where your strengths are, what you're improving the most on, what you could work on. So I never felt discouraged.
The classes are always really based on communication and practice and refining technique over time. The vast majority of the time is simply spent attempting to create the letters the way that they ought to be.
Thinking about the way that typography or typefaces have developed from hands and how hands have then taken back from typefaces, and the way that there's an intertextual relationship between the two is really cool to me, historically and artistically.
I love it. It's exciting to be able to look at old documents and old methods and then to try to recreate them myself. I've discovered that as I've learned how to make the different scripts myself, that I've been better able to read documents in other classes, and that I've felt more of a connection to the old artists.
UICB, I think, made my graduate experience worthwhile. I'm really happy that I got to learn all the things I did. I think it would have been really hard for me to acquire that knowledge on my own. I think I've improved a lot in my skills and my knowledge.
Mostly the amazing thing is watching people go from often never even thinking about calligraphy to really getting into it and taking everything they've learned here and making their own business out of it. I mean, that to me is so wonderful, and I have students now that have their own businesses, and watching them sort of flourish in the calligraphy world is wonderful.